This is day 9 of my series of becoming a profitable trader as a 17-year-old, and in today's video I'm going to be going over a trade that I took today in class during AP pre-calc, and I'm going to be going over the reasons why I took the trade, the confluences, as well as any other factors that would have influenced my trade. And I took this trade on gold. Let's get right on into it. This is the profitable trade that I took today on May 10th in school during class, and let's go right into the confluences for the trade. So if I go to the 1 hour chart on the euro dollar and I go back about 1 month's time to this candle created on April 10th, there's this big candle which signifies a liquidity void, and I marked it out here with this horizontal ray at 1.08473. And what does price want to do? It wants a rebalance price to fill it in. It wants to fill in this liquidity void like how it always does. So that would be my bias for this trade, to look for a buy so it can fill in the liquidity void. Excuse me. If I go back down to the 5-minute chart, you see that there's a liquidity void that started to, a small one that started to create at 9.50 and it ended at 10.25. And what does price do after this liquidity void? If you scale down to the 1-minute chart, you see price starts to consolidate / accumulate from this swing high to this swing low. Let's mark that out with horizontal rays. And after that, if we go back to the 5-minute chart, what does price do after that? It creates this fair value gap at 11.10. Excuse me. Let's mark that out with a rectangle. And what does price do after that? It creates that fair value gap and then retraces into it, which is when I executed the trade at 11.20. And where did I place my take profit? You see this candle right here. This is a Marubozu, I believe, because it has no wicks. So I placed a gone box from the high to the low to look for the mean of this candle created at 10.10, and that would be my take profit at this 0.5, which is 50% equilibrium. And if I mark that out, you see that is aligned with this long position where my take profit was. And where was my stop loss? It was at the low of the consolidation and the low of the candle at 10.50. And the risk to reward was a 1.4 to 1, and obviously the trade played out the way that I wanted to. And if I draw it out with a path indicator, if I can find it, you see this liquidity void created. It starts to accumulate, goes up, trades down into the fair value gap, and then trades higher to fill in equilibrium of this candle created at 10.10. I hope you guys learned something from this, and I'll see you guys in the next one.